Okay, welcome back. This is the second run of I'm going to do Peterboro Doncaster. I did this pre-release or early access, but this now is going to be a full run, the entire route. It's going to take about 48 minutes, so we'll crack on. As you can see, I've got clearer pictures now. The other one was a little bit iffy, so I found a way of getting a nice clean one. So we're going to do, like I say, Peterboro to Doncaster. Um, I hope you enjoy it. This is a full run with everything kit and caboodle. So we'll move over to the other screen and we'll crack on. So as you can see, this is the timetable. I've already picked it all. We're going to have a misty day, and that will change. So hopefully, the load times. Because the more routes you got, the longer it takes to load in for some reason. It seems to be the way it goes. I do like this route. This is why I'm doing a second one of this. I did try looking at Trenton, but yeah, I can see why a lot of people got negative views about it. I was just wondering where the people were. I was more worried about than I was the bad glitching and freezing. So yeah, not sure on that one. So I gave that a quick swerve, and I thought, you know, I'll do this one again because I do like this one. Proper run. It's actually taking longer to load than I thought it was going to take. This is normally why I have them set up ready to go. So here we go. So we're going to start. We'll get the train ready. So let's have a look. Goes on. Forward. The lights to dim. On. We're doing that. While we're waiting. Platforms. Now we can get up. Oh no, that's not getting up, is it? That's getting up. And then we can just gonna set up some of the AWS and things like that. Yes. Normal. AWS. Yeah, all the systems are coming on. Oh. And then we can take a nice seat. And then we can wait and see who we've got coming on board. Can I get in here and have a proper look in here? Let me in here before. No, it don't let you in. It should let you in. Actually, I have to get out and walk up there, I think. If it'll do that. Oh, yeah, there you go. Now we're in. So, evening, sir. Nice haircut. Whoa, it's got a twin brother behind you. Oh, what? There's triplets. So, yeah. This is your first, what you call your first class. Looks quite nice. We're getting set to go now. Let's just quick look in there. Get in there. Okay. Let's see. There's something I need to see on this actually before when I do get off. Is it does a speed change on me? I'm not really sure. I don't know why I keep missing it. Oh, 75 miles. That's one full run, 48 minutes, just hitting it hard. What I do like about this one, there's very little glitching going on. I've managed to get this one right. I want to see when this changes. There. It does change. That's the one I keep missing. Yeah, speeding already. Get them speeds down. And we should all of a sudden go 115. Wait for it, wait for it. And just whack it and go. We're starting on a misty day. Probably be either raining or sunny by the time we get to the other end. Oh, this is a big train. Everything was set. I've just got to... We're going off to Doncaster, is where we're heading for. Set this on, so set that on. Confirm it. I don't think it likes it now. That's better. That's on. Don't have to do anything here. Pretty much on its own. Yes, yes. Everything else is set. We're all set to go. Only another 73 miles to go. But it's a full run. You get a proper look at the whole track then from one end to the other. There are ones you can do where you get stops on the way to Newark and place, and I think Retford, I think, and Hartford. This is just a straight sprint, really. I think tomorrow's a week since the game came out, so I've seen quite a few negative reviews, mainly about the Trenton route, but yeah, I mean, you either like it or you don't. I've actually deleted or uninstalled TrainSim World 3 because I just don't need it anymore. I might as well just run this one. I got it, might as well run it, so that's what I'm doing. It's pointless. It's taking up valuable space on my hard drive, so I thought, you know, I'll just keep TrainSim World 4, keep the latest. Everything's come over. I did double check everything came over, and it did, so I'm happy with that. It's in my library, in the Steam library, so I can always grab it back if I need to. But I doubt I need to. Obviously, the test of skill on this one will be concentration, paying attention to speed limits, and when you're doing 75 miles in one hit, you tend to sit back and just watch. So it still takes a little bit of skill just to keep your concentration. So you know, it's obviously what the train drivers have to do when they're doing this for real. I think this and Southeastern are probably my two most favourite routes. And I had a bit of fun with the Steam one the other day. That was good fun. The train coming the other way. So yeah, you do have fun with those as well. This is where I said it could get a little bit boring. Is if you did this quite often, it could get quite boring because it's just one run to one 75-mile run basically, and we just like covered 10 miles already. So I do like to do the ones with the stops in the middle. Sometimes you get one stop, sometimes you get two. I thought, I'm going to do a full run through because I just want to see it for myself. I thought, well, being as I'm doing it, I might as well record it. Just want to see what the glitching's like from a full run, which is looking pretty good at the minute. Been very little. Be interesting to see if this mist clears up, because I did it a misty day rather than a foggy day, just to see what happens over this period of time. See if this clears up real quick or whether it takes a while. So far it's still quite misty. And I haven't seen much glitching going on, so which is really good as well. Probably another reason why I like this route is that it doesn't seem to freeze or do that much too much, so it'd be interesting to see if it lasts the entire route. Right one there, I think. But it's bearable. That's quite bearable. Some of the glitching and freezing out and what have you is quite terrible on some of these routes. As I understand, this is not making its way onto Game Pass, their Xbox, so this time around they've decided not to put it up free on Game Pass. I think that sort of like disappointed a lot of people, because I think a lot of people thought this was coming out on Game Pass, but not doing that, that's for sure. I think I've been doing the train sim since, about now 2 years now. I was never really what you call a train buff, but I do like it. I do like the sensation of being a train driver, I guess. Yeah. Not one of those kind that would run out and run down and go and get the number off every train I see. I'm not one of those kind of buffs, but I just like it for the. And I tend to like the more modern trains, but I do like the steam. I've actually got into the steam. I really didn't think I was going to get into the steam ones, but yeah, I have a good giggle with those. So yeah, if you're in the market for those ones and you just want to giggle, get the steam ones because they are fun. And the only other things you can see on there is like yellow coming, but is you can look at the track you're on. And I zoom out, and you can basically see that's where we're heading. Back there because we don't know when we're going to hit upon a bad one. Okay. You can always keep a track of where you are. So we've covered what, 20 miles? And yeah, you got your other little cameras like this as well, so you can have a good look. Back your train while it's moving along. There's no one clinging to the windows or anything, so always a good sign. You've got your thing up at destination, which just actually disappeared as we got closer. Maybe it'll come up again. There you go. Okay. And I got reduce. We're coming into a tunnel. Slightly under. Then we should be getting back to 125 very shortly. There you go, toot a hootin'. This is what I call my bedtime run. I normally finish the night off with a bit of World of Warships. I've been doing a bit of ETS for the last few hours, so thought I'd give this a go. Strangely, I seem to have sorted my steering wheel good and proper this time. It does actually seem to work properly and no jerking on there, so quite happy doing that at the moment. I've also got American Truck Simulator going, which I haven't played for a little while. Probably say that I find ETS a bit better than American trucks. I still haven't touched Red Dead Redemption for a while. I've got that on PC, but I never really know, sort of like, can you really showcase Red Dead? I don't know. Maybe I should have a go, see what I can do with it, but yeah, I don't know about Red Dead. Because it's so open world, it's you just don't know what's going to happen. Can't predict anything. You die several times because of things going on, but it might be worth having a play so people get to see what Red Dead's all about. Some people have heard about Red Dead Redemption, but have not actually seen any of it. So I might try and get something along those lines sorted out. I was a bit late on that one. And we're picking up speed again. So the light glitching going on there, but nothing as bad as what I've seen on some. I'm guessing at some point Dovetail are going to have to bite the bullet and go to Unreal Engine 5, which means nothing will be compatible. So it'll be basically a whole new set then. I think that is the dilemma I think they've got, is they know if they shift over now from the engine they're using for this, nothing will be compatible. And it'll take a lot of work. I'm sure about this, what this is doing here, this where the tunnel seems to keep moving backwards. I don't really know what that's on about. Coming up to halfway nearly. Get back to top speed. Post a bit in case we go over the 125. If you ask me, I think the mist is actually getting worse. There's a new truck one come out just recently. I did quickly, briefly say something on YouTube about it. I can't even remember what it was called, but it's just basically got a storyline to it, a little bit different, well, a lot different to ETS, because it's got a storyline to it, and it's about a guy that's trying to make up a company to save his family. It looked quite good. Graphics didn't look as good as ETS, but I guess it's one of those things. Could be interesting. I don't know really. I have to say I do like Euro trucks too, because it is just basically getting there and getting stuff done, and it's driving everywhere. It's quite realistic. I mean, I've got it to what I would call a good place now, so I'm happy with it. Seem to have got all the stuttering out of that system, so see what happens in Spain, but can't have everything. Got some yellows coming up, so we could end up having a red at some point. Green, good. We must be chasing a train. There's also a new, I think it's a warship one come out, a bit like World of Warships, but that's also got a little bit more of a storyline to it. You're sub hunting. You in World War II, and you're hunting down subs. So quite new. It's a small company apparently that's done that one, and they're quite a new setup company. But it's the reviews so far. I mean, it was only released last week, and the reviews have been really good on it so far. So, and it's on special at the moment. I think you can get it for $12.99. But I just really want to have a look at a bit more previews and a few reviews before I even looked at that one. Still play World of Warships, but can be a little bit samey. No, I'm down for a bridge, I think. Once the back end of the carriage hits that 125 marker, then you can just wallop it again. When you slow down, it's at the front of the train. When you're taking off, it's at the back of the train. We're definitely just under halfway now. I was hoping this mist was going to burn off by now. Clearly not. Haven't tried the snow scenario with this yet. I did actually try out my rapid transit the other day. I thought, oh, I'll give that a little look, and even they've upgraded that with the passengers having suitcases and briefcases, and that looked quite good. But they're about an hour run, those, and so it takes a lot of time. And hour and 16, I think the latest one was, and I've actually saved it and got it saved on here. I've still got to finish that one. Get a warning beep again. Maybe misty all the way. We're certainly closing in now. I mean, if you're watching this and you're not really sure yet, you're undecided about Train Sim World 4 because of the bad press some people have put out for it. You're always going to have haters down on the software company or whatever. From a gamer's point of view, and I'm sure I'd probably get backed up by quite a few, it's worth actually spending the money and getting it. I was undecided and on the fence whether I was going to buy Train Sim World 4, and then I thought, you know what, I've got a spare bit of cash, I'm going to do it. And I did it, and I haven't regretted it really. Quite like it. I like the 3 new routes, and plus I've got all my other routes on there, and a couple have been like upgraded as well. I think South Eastern now for the 700 train, you've got RLU markers. So they've improved that, and they've made some other little improvements, bit of scenery improvements, stuff like that. So quite pleased with it. But yeah, I mean, if you're still undecided, there's nothing to worry about. It's pretty good. There's a couple there on YouTube. I've watched their videos previous to Train Sim World 4 coming out. They'd already got down on it at that stage about, I don't know, I guess, why couldn't they have wrapped it all up in Train Sim World 3, blah, 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 blah. I had that thought myself, but didn't publicly put it out there. But then they're going to do. I mean, I probably won't get Train Sim World 5 unless it's got a new engine to it, but I'd say if you're on the fence, give it a go, give it a whirl, worth it. All right, 23 miles out, 22 miles out. I guess we call it up north, but I guess people that live around Doncaster would call Scotland up north. But yeah, when you're coming down from East Anglia, that area, Doncaster's up north. God, Peterboro's up north from where I come from. I live 40 miles from Peterborough. So, yeah. Yeah, so far so good. It's not been a bad trip. Oh, missed that one. Why did I miss that? You weren't paying attention. I mean, you sort of like your concentration does lapse after a while, so it pays to watch for bits. So yeah. Got a few deductions there for the speed. I think we'll be ahead of time. I'm sort of hoping in the next week or so to have changed internet provider, but it's not looking good at the minute in the sense of the installation. So I've been told they won't fit the internet to the back of the building. So I've kept my existing one going, not having them turn it off, purely because the wife works from home and needs the internet constantly. So the idea was to have a clean switch over, if they could do it, and then it'd be nice and clean, and then we could cancel the other one afterwards. But yeah, that all depends on when they come to install it. I wish they would do this damn thing of coming surveying before fitting, so they could sort of say then at that point, no, I can't do it. That way everything's done. But no, they don't do it that way. You have to process the order first, get broadband sent to you, for them to say no, they can't do it, and then you've got to cancel it all, send it all back. So not one of those things I'm gonna get overexcited about at the moment, because I don't think it's looking good, but we'll see. Yeah, it's going to be 5 times the speed I've got now, so full fibre, so it'll be a lot better for me, and especially at the moment some of my download speeds are terrible, and I'm taking all night sometimes to download a game, whereas with that it's about 20 minutes. And it's the same for them all. Whichever one you go to, we tried several. Actually put the phone down on a couple of internet providers. They weren't worried about whether it goes or not. They just wanted the sale, so they got told where to go. So 11 miles out, closing in now. This, when you get to about 11 miles, you're basically sort of nearly there. Well, the pull for this new system would be the I can plug a hard drive into the back of the modem and then share it across the network, so that I don't have to be on one PC to play the games. I can be on other PCs, which is always good. We're 8 miles out, so this is sort of like prepping, really. Ready to prep to come in. This train is quite hard to slow down if you overshoot, so I've overshot quite a few times. do the last burst before we start getting to prepping for station. And we're going to be a good 4 minutes early. Our non-stop did it again. Our non-stopped run from still got it. I'm not going to try again. So yeah, on that run, that one. It's late. I'm getting tired. So yeah, it should be a good landing, as they say. I'm actually toying with the idea of getting Microsoft Flight Simulator on it as well, so that is damn expensive. X-Plane's okay, but like I say, the X-Plane 11 is it's completely uninstalled. Maybe next week if I get my new provider, I'll put it in. X-Plane 12 is I've put loads of autogen in. Now it's starting to freeze a bit. Okay, 3 miles out, I start to prep myself a little bit, slow down a little bit. I got time in 8 minutes. Wow, there's a lot of trains coming out. Glitching going on there. Another train. Wow, there's a lot coming out. Quite busy. Got red coming up. Ready for that? Oh. As you can see, it takes a lot to slow this train down. I'm hoping I'll stop before that red. It doesn't switch. Normally it switches, but we'll see. You gonna stay red or are you gonna switch? Yellow? Get there? This will probably be the first time I've actually pushed this. I normally stop early, but it's not. You're not gonna. Oh, yeah, that's changed. And get sales up to about 35 is on the way in, so but I'll be in its normal place. So we're coming in to finish the route. And there. And everybody's getting off all safe and happy. And now the mist is a little bit lifting. So the train driver will take over and go further on, I guess. That's bang on. Service complete. So I hope you enjoyed that. As you go, speeding was that's the lowest I've had, so that's really good. So thanks for watching that. It's time for me to get my beauty sleep, and my God, do I need it. So I'll see you again soon. Stay safe and see you soon.